Welcome to Whiskey and Whiskers, episode 2, version
7.
7?
Mm-hmm. Fuck you.
Interesting. This is your host, Chop.
Gator.
Chris.
Blake. I just want to say, last week's endeavor or showdown, we'll call it ass whooping by Ancient Age, was next level. Using our criteria, sweetness, crunch, bite, bottle, and drunkenness, I think we covered the sweetness. There was none in Ancient Age. Crunch at full swing. Bite, definitely. Bottle, horrible. Drunkenness?
On the level. The prerequisite here, though, is it was fucking hot. So...
yeah, I don't know if it was the heat that did it, the lack of water, or
what I know for sure is if
the cheap whiskey. But
what I know for sure is if I take 3 shots in the hot tub, I'm way more drunk than if I take 3 shots in my living room.
But goddamn, full marks on the drunkenness for the Ancient Age, because that shit was hardcore.
Yeah, and maybe, just throwing it out there, hangover should be
one of the criteria.
One of the criteria, yeah.
Yeah, it was real. So this week in the Magic Box, I wanted to, since last week was a little bit rough, I wanted to this week to be a little easier. So before I take this out, I'm gonna tell you I happen to know this guy, and he's from Kentucky, and he just came back to Texas. He works here in Texas. Just came back to Texas, and he picked this bottle up for me while he was there.
Oh, fuck.
That's a bottle?
Well, it's more like a mason jar.
I think it is a mason jar.
That's just water.
And it looks like water. Yeah, this can't be that strong, right?
Shake it. Ooh, look at it bead. Yeah, that's some potent
Oh, boy.
stuff.
So we're drinking
So this is
rye.
straight, legit Kentucky moonshine.
I feel my teeth falling out already.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I'm a little bit nervous, but hey, that's what we're here for, right?
So somebody made that.
Yeah, this was made in a still in the holler or something. I don't, do they have hollers in Kentucky? Yeah, this was made in a moonshine still. This has had no taxes paid on it. It has no labels.
No proof?
Yeah, no proof. I can't tell you what...
Can't prove it.
I can't tell you the strength. Maybe it's just water. I don't know.
It doesn't look like water.
All right, so we're going to crack it open.
Oh, my God.
Obviously, there's not a pop because, it's a mason jar. Something that we don't normally do, though. I'm going to take just a big sniff of this, and wow.
No need. I can smell it from here.
Wow. My breath. I could light my breath right now.
That's straight lighter fluid, bro.
Oh, man. Let me see this stuff.
This,
Wow.
yeah, this might be,
This
might be something special.
This smells like my first time smelling alcohol or something.
Let me get a sniff of this.
Man.
Holy shit.
To sniff some moonshine?
Holy shit.
Been known to sniff some moonshine.
So what does this smell like?
It's got a little bit of vinegar to it.
Yeah, a little bit of vinegar.
It's almost like
a lot of rubbing alcohol.
It's almost like straight rye Everclear with
I don't know what it's made out of.
It's probably good for you.
Yeah.
Alcohol? Is it made out of alcohol?
It's clear. It's probably rye, dude.
It's not made out of gasoline or anything like that, right?
Nah, if it's clear, it's
I know
usually
that-
rye.
I know that when whatever mash you use, when you start boiling off your what is it?
Different out, like the ethyl and that.
Yeah, when you start boiling it off, the first thing that comes out is the methanol. Is that right? Or is it ethanol? I always get those confused.
Methanol.
Methanol? Well, it's that shit. It's the ethanol that'll get you.
I think it's methyl alcohol that gets you drunk. That's what you want to stay. That's the desirable alcohol.
And there's so I think methanol is what they used to add after Prohibition.
Oh.
That so that you could still have alcohol, but people wouldn't drink it.
Yeah.
And people were trying to boil that off, and so they could drink it, and that's what was making people go blind and killing them and stuff.
Fuck.
So hopefully this doesn't have any of that in it. Ethanol naturally occurs in alcohol, and I think any distilled spirit is going to have a little bit of ethanol in it. But when you're making moonshine, I think the first little bit that comes off, you just throw that away because that's just raw ethanol, and then you start drinking the whiskey, and then eventually, as you distill it, you eventually just get to water and it's trash. So that's that medium that you're trying to get, and it smells like that's that medium right there. You ready to take a shot?
We each gonna take a swig out of the.
So I don't know what this is about, but I have a soda here called Ale 81. He brought this too, same guy, and he said that it's made to like complement the flavor of the moonshine. I guess. He also said that Mountain Dew is like the original, like that's the soda
To drink moonshine with?
to drink moonshine with.
I mean, that makes sense.
Well, I mean, original moonshine, Mountain Dew didn't exist, but
Yeah. But I feel like Mountain Dew, like even the name, I feel like pays homage to
It does.
to
kind of.
moonshining.
Yeah.
Mountain Drunk and Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a swig of this Ale 81 also, just before I do the shot, see how that goes.
Before you go blind?
Yeah, before I go blind.
Let me know if you go blind before
Okay.
I take my shot.
I don't know. That's like a ginger ale maybe, or a Sprite-ish maybe. Not quite as fizzy.
It's pretty refreshing.
Yeah, it's good.
That's better than I expected it to be, for sure.
Oh yeah, that's nice. It's kind of got some ginger in it.
So I think that's what we're gonna use to try and hopefully not throw this moonshine right back up.
That's pretty good.
Oy. Last time I had moonshine, it was out of a paint thinner can. So this might be a step up from that.
Excellent.
Nice full shots.
Did this acquaintance of yours mention anything about what the normal proof coming out of this factory?
No, he didn't. There's no telling what's gonna happen here.
So this might be like Everclear.
Yeah, this might be straight grain alcohol. It smells like.
This is real deal, yeah.
It smells like it. It looks like it.
Well, fuck, boys. It's whiskey and whiskers.
Salud.
Good luck.
Get your chaser.
It kind of, and it may be the ale 81 mixing with it. It reminds me of tequila,
A little bit.
doesn't it?
Talking about Mexican whiskey?
It was a lot smoother
Mexican
than
whiskey,
I thought.
yeah.
It was a lot smoother than I thought, for sure.
That's surprising.
It is very strong,
Yeah.
but it's not as overwhelming as the smell. The taste isn't. Like when you smell it, you're imagining it's going to be one thing, and it's not. It's actually smooth than that. It's smooth.
It was real smooth. I didn't get a lot of crunch, which surprised me. I would think something of
Buttery.
that-
It's not
Yeah.
sweet per se. This drink is sweet, but
the aftertaste gives a pretty good bite. The bottle.
honestly, I think the bottle's fucking dope because nothing says you're doing some sketchy shit like drinking this clear liquid out of a mason jar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's intense, man.
We'll have to see how the drunkenness plays out.
Interesting.
So yeah, straight Kentucky moonshine, boys.
This is not the direction I thought our whiskey reviews were going.
Do
We're not
they?
even sure if it's from Kentucky.
Do they ride horses in Kentucky?
Dude, I feel like you would crash the fuck out of a horse
If
if you were drinking that shit.
Whole
Davy
bunch of
Crockett
moonshine?
did it, man. He was wrestling a bear and wrecked his horse.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
man.
remember reading about that in
He's
the
fucking wasted.
Texas history book.
Yeah, he's fucking wasted, dude. Who would go fight a bear? Not wasted.
Yeah,
Nobody.
I guess
That's right up there with jumping off Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
some Kentucky dude crashed his horse-drawn carriage into a car. Did you hear about that? Like he was in a car crash with his horse-drawn carriage, and got a DWI for.
I think if the horse is not drunk, it's acceptable.
Did he like run a red light or something? Like, how did he? Or did he like run into a parked car? Like,
I felt
what
really
happened?
bad for the horse, but
What's the
honestly,
traffic infraction?
yeah,
Yeah, why didn't they give the horse the DWI?
Yeah, what are you doing, stupid?
Fuck that horse.
horses should know better than to run into
Turn
cars.
him into fucking.
Plus, wasn't that a thing? Like, guys would get drunk and then they'd throw them on their horse, and the horse would walk back somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it was.
This should be a thing.
I just. All right. So this raises several questions in my head. One, why are you on the road? Like, is this you on like a highway? You're just cruising down 35.
Interstate,
in a carriage?
Interstate, bro. He's making tracks.
That's
Kentucky,
pretty drunk,
remember?
man.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
And a wreck too.
He had to go get more moonshine.
Yeah.
or at least the
And you,
materials.
and you
to
can't
make
take a
said
car
moonshine.
down into the holler.
Yeah.
You gotta have a horse for that.
Damn.
I think in the holler thing in that Virginia, I don't fucking know.
So,
dude.
how do you feel about what about like a riding lawnmower? What if I'm like cruising from my house to
No,
your
see
house
there
on
you
a
should
riding
get a
lawnmower?
DWI because you're driving it. But the horse,
And
unless
that's-
the horse is drunk, I feel like you're doing all right.
No, that's fucked up too, man. You can't get a DWI on a lawnmower. It's some bullshit.
No, you definitely can.
I know you can.
Dude,
Fuck that.
You definitely can on a golf cart also.
I've had a bit of experience with
And
horses, and I've tried to run horses into some sketchy shit or like jump over something, and they'll run real fast right up to it, and then they'll stop and throw you off. They're not stupid. So
Maybe the
I'm
horse
really
wa-
surprised that a horse crashed into a car.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe the horse changed lanes and wasn't thinking about the cart and put the cart into the quarter panel of the car.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I feel bad for the horse.
Maybe the horse wasn't drunk at the time, but had drank moonshine in the past and was blind. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Or they put blinders on the horse?
If you test your moonshine on your horse
Fuck.
and you make him go blind, one, you should stop making moonshine, and two, you shouldn't drive that
No,
horse.
that's the good shit. That's the
Sounds
shit.
like you need to write a song, "Whiskey for My Horses."
Yeah, see?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you're only supposed to give beer to your horses.
Definitely not moonshine.
Yeah.
Shouldn't
it's-
give whiskey
it's
to your
What's
dog.
the
That
what's
was
the
whiskey for your men, beer for your horses.
what's the thing where like you shake the jar and you see the bubbles and then you're supposed to be able to look at the like the way it drains down the side? You know what I'm talking about?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about at all.
Good, me neither.
What are you talking about? The beating?
No, like
He's doing the thing that guys do to cars that are broken down that don't know about engines and shit. where
Exactly,
We open up
exactly.
the engine and
Yeah,
we're
you got
like,
some stuff in there.
maybe we could tell what's wrong with it.
no, I saw it on TV where they take the jar and they shake it and they look at the way it like runs down the side of the jar.
Is it in like a Western?
Yeah.
If you saw it on TV, it must be true.
Dude, for real.
So I'm critiquing the way this liquid sloshes around in this jar right now.
Well, so what is the?
It's good. It's good stuff.
You should throw some of those little tiny plastic rings in there and in a stick and see if you can get them all. Yeah.
What is the glass like? Embroidering or whatever on the front?
Oh, that's standard issue
Yeah,
mason
it's just mason.
jar.
It literally says
Oh,
mason across
wow.
the front.
Yeah, it's a standard
Excellent.
issue mason jar.
Man, they got that shit at HEB.
Yeah.
Do you think those kind of people have you think that guy that crashed his horse is talking moonshine stories and he's just like, "Oh man, one time I was moonshine drunk, my horse crashed into a car on the freeway."
I think moonshine drunk is definitely a thing. I think honestly, it has a lot more to do with culture now than like profits. Obviously, there's a lot of rich history, like
Yeah.
moonshiners and all that. But
Yeah.
at this point, like, dude, you can go buy Ancient Age for $11,
Yeah.
dude. You know,
Moonshine
it's
was
a lot less work.
Moonshine was a big crossover from like Western cowboy dudes to mobsters because it's all the dudes up
Oh,
in
yeah.
the hills making the moonshine and they drive it down into the cities and sell it to the mobsters.
Speakeasies.
Uh-huh.
So now it's just like, so there's some old timer that makes it, and he's part of the family, and he gives you some, and it's like a little bit, you know, it's a little bit like outlawish. It's a little bit like dangerous.
Yeah.
So it's got some allure.
So
Allure
funny
to it.
story. My great grandfather, when he came over here from Europe, he bootlegged liquor. He like made it in his bathtub, and then when they lifted prohibition, he opened his own beer and bottling company.
That's fucking badass, dude.
Yeah, that's super dope. We
Yeah.
should have him on the show.
Yeah, man, for sure. I'll call him up, see what he's doing next week.
I'm still shaking this jar like I know what the fuck I'm looking at.
So obviously, moonshiners are like, they think they got their own thing figured out. They're making their own shine or whatever. Can we talk about how everybody thinks they can make beer or liquor now?
That's just easy, man.
Beer,
Come
yes.
on.
Liquor is
Dude,
kind of sketchy.
So
You
I've
can make bread.
I've made
you can
made
make-
some beer. And
I've made beer and got into it a little bit, but the type of so the type of beer that you make in your garage is like a mini mash, is what they call it.
Yeah.
And you go to the homebrew store and you tell them what fucking beer you want to make, and they give you a recipe. And not only do they give you the recipe, they like go back in these big drums and scoop the grains out and put them in a bag for you and tie it off. Like they do everything for. It's like a Betty Crocker mix beer.
yeah.
Now, I did take it a little bit further than that and started mix and matching, like not using the recipe, but I want to try, these grains with these hops and
Right.
kind of change it up. But even still, like I didn't get that creative. Like,
You made some good ones in your time, for sure.
and I think I made probably 10 batches, at,
Right.
like 5-gallon buckets each time.
Man,
But yeah, it makes beer that you can drink.
Yeah, for
for
sure.
sure. It works. Yeah, that shit works.
And those Grolsch bottles with the caps on them, It's perfect. You don't even need like a cap or anything. You just rinse those out, put the beer in it, then cap it off.
You can make lots of things with those bottles.
Yeah.
Remember we
Those are
got
good bottles to
that
have.
we got that bread yeast from HEB and tried making like booze,
Uh-huh.
and it just turned into like
Disgusting.
moldy, shitty goop.
Hey, when was this?
This was like 2010.
Yeah, I was drunk. I don't know.
Yeah, we literally got like bread yeast, fucking like a 10-pound bag of sugar and boiled water, and fucking put it in the beer bucket.
You tried to make jungle juice.
Yeah.
We tried, and it failed, and we threw it away, and we're like, that was stupid.
It was
Yeah.
so pressurized. I remember we took it off, and it was just like ammonia immediately in your face.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. It's good.
But no, I guess what I was getting more at was like obviously there's 10 billion craft brewers and stuff like that now. But now even like cereal companies are trying to be like, oh yeah, we make beer too.
Oh, yeah. Kellogg's.
Yeah.
So Kellogg, yeah, this is crazy.
Wheaties?
Kellogg's is using old, like, discarded cereal that doesn't pass the QC or whatever, and they're using it to make beer to, like, save on food shortages or something.
Yeah, you better drink your Wheaties, bro.
Yeah, for real.
I'm gonna get
You
fucking.
better be a fucking horseshoe player.
I'm gonna get Kellogg's crunk.
The cereal's stale, but the beer is good.
Yeah. Wheaties cereal is for champions. Wheaties beer is for champions of the redneck sports.
And then you can also, it's fun, like, because you have like Fruity Pebbles Pilsner for the kids.
Yeah,
a
yeah.
real fruity. So the kids can get drunk too. It's a good time for them.
Good for summertime.
Hi,
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah, kids,
Applejack cider.
check out the Kellogg's beer.
I wonder if you can like go to the brewery and they bring out like the tray of all the little glasses of beer to try them all. It's all the different cereals.
I'm wondering if they put a toy in the bottom of the 12 pack.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah.
Little temporary tattoos.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
spider rings.
An athlete on the front.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
These days it's all about a QR code.
Yeah,
Here
good.
for your chance to win.
Good on Kellogg's. I mean, dude, they're saving money and they're getting the kids drunk. It's good for the kids.
Dude,
Yeah.
that would be fucking hysterical if there's a beer company that started sponsoring redneck athletes like horseshoes and washers and shit like that. Dude, I would
I
back
mean-
them 100%.
I mean, NASCAR, but
Well, yeah.
Smooth like Keystone.
yeah, dude, if like professional barbecuers and professional horseshoe throwers.
Yeah.
What else?
Washers.
Washers.
Maybe even pool. But billiards is a little bit.
That's too
Little
international.
snooty,
That's
I
too
guess.
international. There's Asians, man. Asians play.
Yeah, I
pool.
guess that's fair.
Can't do it.
Nothing screams manageable alcoholic like being good at billiards games.
Right?
Darts.
Yeah,
Darts, yeah.
Darts is the
Darts.
ultimate one.
Yeah, you're an alcoholic if you're good at darts. I'm pretty sure.
Been there. I used to be really good at darts
And pool.
and pool.
Speaking of Asians, Japan is outlawing flying drones while drunk.
Oh,
So
no.
we already can't draw dicks in the sky.
You can't wreck your horse while you're drunk.
You
either.
can't ride your horse drunk.
And now we can't even fly drones drunk in Japan.
That must be like a thing. Obviously, no.
And then so that means the birds aren't drunk, right? The birds are sober.
Right.
Unless you put out that jungle juice.
Surveillance drones.
Start pouring Everclear in the hummingbird feeders, bro.
Hell yeah.
Dude.
That's how we fight the man.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
The bird feed all the grain is barley and hops.
It's like Hitler's methamphetamine.
What are the Japanese gonna do? Like, isn't what they do like get drunk and fly drones?
Yeah, there's not a lot of pastimes in Japan, right?
No.
Well, no, they play video games and they dress
Spy
up
on
like
people
Pikachu.
watching porn with their fucking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this could go bad.
I mean, obviously, like that's the nightlife or whatever. But like, I mean, they work 12 hours a day and then they go home and get drunk, fly drones, right? Like that's the day to day.
And bring shame upon their family.
Yeah.
and look at porn.
Commit Sudoku.
It's a fun game, dude.
Commit Sudoku.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, dude. No, that's just like, could you imagine flying a drone fucking drunk? Like, are they crashing into people?
I'm wondering what.
I bet
Dude,
they
if I
are,
was
dude.
drunk with VR on, trying to FPV first.
Oh, see, I was
fly-
just imagining like your GoPro drone that you can see. Like you don't have a video camera. I know they've got. This is Japan we're talking about. They definitely have the more badass drones. That
Yeah,
they
they're
can
putting
fly
on the
around.
headset, bro. They're first person flying those motherfuckers.
Dude. They must be wasted doing that shit. fuck. Sake bomb.
Maybe it's
Dude,
to
I
protect
couldn't
the
do it.
operator.
I
Maybe
couldn't
they're
do it.
falling down or something.
I couldn't do it that, for that long. I would get the spins for sure.
Dude, if they start making legislation about it, usually it's because somebody's fucking up other people.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I don't know about Japan.
Somebody's
but-
crashing drones into people.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
On purpose, you think?
Putting
Or-
fucking laser beams on their drones.
No, dude, they start flying the drone, realize they're drunk, get the spins, take the headset off, and the drone crashes into a fucking crowded place.
Or they're drunk and just crash it into the crowded place standing up. 'cause
I'm gonna fly
they're
it
drunk.
with
Think it's
one
funny because
eye.
they didn't actually crash.
Yeah. Flight simulator.
Drunk kamikaze drones.
Oh no, it is the Japanese.
Damn. He didn't even mean to do that. Damn it.
Yep, they
Nah.
figured it out.
If nothing else, we know that Japan, they're not scared to crash plane.
No, that's true.
We're drone.
Hence the legislation.
Shots, let's go. You want to try it again?
Oh yeah.
I honestly I thought it was gonna be horrible, and I was gonna be choking this down all night, and instead, I'm like, let's drink it.
Yep, not that bad.
It's not that bad.
Oh man. Okay. This on.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. That soda that Kentucky gave me along with it definitely helps. It's
Okay, that one tasted like tequila.
It's a good soda.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's smooth, dude. The moonshine is smooth.
It's like it's got like a volume to it, like it's almost like an oil or something. You know what I mean? It just is so smooth going down.
Like butter.
Yeah, no, seriously, it's like butter alcohol. Dude, what if they made it out of butter?
Do we want to? I mean, obviously, we can't speak for drunkenness just yet. We're only 2 shots in, but
Can we speak for blindness?
I want to go one more shot before I make a decision there because my second shot it did not at all reflect what my first shot was.
In a good or a bad way?
We'll take
So
one
the
more.
first one was wonderful. The second
take another one
was
here in a
awful.
few before we-
yeah,
before we
I
critique it.
I want one more before I give a solid critique.
All right. All right. So what's next on the agenda, guys?
Well, we're talking about shots anyway. Might as well talk about how fucked up some people are in the head.
Dude, there are fucked up people in this world.
Where are they? Are they in Canada?
They're right here in this garage, man.
Well, I mean, besides here.
So
I didn't mean to imply that we're not fucked up, just that there are others.
there's a dude, a UK dude, that's donating a frostbitten toe to a bar in the Yukon. Apparently, this bar in Canada serves shots of Yukon Gold with a severed human toe floating in it, like a
So,
mummified
it is
human
Canadians.
toe. It's called the sour toe cocktail, and this dude is competing in like some kind of extreme winter marathon or something, and he got frostbite, and they had to cut his toe off. So he saved it,
Yikes.
and he's donating it to this bar so that he can take a sour toe cocktail with his own severed toe. And apparently, dudes, I don't know, man.
Fuck it, YOLO.
They even like have a slogan that's like, you can drink it fast, you can drink it slow, but your lips have to touch the toe. So what I'm gathering from this is, I mean, obviously you would run out of toes pretty quick if people were like drinking the toe or eating it. I think it just is mummified, and they just fucking put it back in the jar.
It probably just lives in like a high proof alcohol all the time, and just yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Where's like the food and beverage?
No
Canada,
shit,
man.
right?
Fucking Canada, dude. They don't have any
Free healthcare, it doesn't matter.
See,
Whatever.
people are naysayers about doing things like eating pufferfish because, obviously it could kill you.
Right.
But I feel like that,
Yeah, but 86,000 people have done this shot with a human toe in it.
yeah, that a shot with a human toe in it, that's different. I mean, you're skirting the cannibal line at that point.
I mean, I just think it's gross. Like, I don't even really have any like moral, like.
I'm on the
argument
same
against
page.
it
I'm
or
imagining,
anything.
like, what if they didn't clean their toenails before their
Of
toe
course they
got
didn't,
severed?
man. Do you clean your toenails? Shit.
But I mean, it's to
Well,
me.
if I was going to cut my toe off, I would at least have the decency
probably
to clean
got
my
gangrene and all that
To
shit.
me,
in
it's
it.
similar to like the worm in the bottom of the Mexican whiskey.
Right, which
But that's
kinda,
endearing. That's just a little bit like, oh, gross, and then you eat it.
That's good for you too.
You know?
Yeah.
That's
somebody's
not a
toe,
fucking
man.
human toe.
With a bone in it.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying is so you can put some gross shit in the bottom of it, or like those suckers with the scorpions in them. You know, like you can put some gross shit in there. But when you start putting human remains in things, it's where it gets a little offhanded.
See,
for me.
I just think it's gross. Like, I really don't even have the, like, cannibalism or moral
But do you
dilemma
think?
or anything like that.
Do you think that the worm in the Mexican whiskey is gross?
Yeah, but not as gross.
Yeah, but I want to do it. I want to do.
I would eat a worm without the whiskey. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like,
yeah, but
think
I
would
want.
do
That's not that-
I would just want to try it because it's like a. I don't know. It's the thing.
Look at
And
it,
maybe
this-
that's what this toe thing is about.
Would you
but-
eat the toe by itself?
Would I eat it?
Yeah.
No.
Would you eat the
absolutely
toe
not.
in whiskey?
I wouldn't eat it.
Would you drink it?
See, I'm not even talking like. If you were to ask me, would you try like human? I don't know if I would be like definitely not, never. But I do know that I'm never going to eat a human toe. Like that. If I'm at the point where I'm eating human, I'm going to ask for like the good part. I'm going to ask for like part of the ass or the thigh or something. I don't want a toe,
The stomach.
dude.
All that fat. Mmm.
So,
That's yummy.
so you guys, would you eat human? If it was, ethically sourced.
If it was like eating dogs, absolutely.
I mean, yeah, we eat dogs and cats, right?
Fucking
Horses
right.
and stuff.
Cows and pigs and chickens and alligators and
Only on Friday nights, though.
yeah.
So there's like this artist that he made a big to do about it. I think he went and got liposuction or something, and then he made sausage out of the fat and
Gross.
invited a bunch of people over to eat the sausage fat that had hit the dude.
Yes.
And they knew what they were getting into. It's not like he tricked them. That'd be a real dick move.
Oh my
Yeah.
God! Could you imagine? It's like you got AIDS.
It's like those horror movies where they feed somebody in your family to you and you don't know it.
Human
Yeah.
centipede.
Scott Tenorman. So would you do that? It's sausage.
No.
Go to a cannibal party where there's some guys like, yeah, I lost 250 pounds and turned it into sausage.
Dude, honestly, I'd take a bite.
Cannibal party.
I'd do it.
How weird is it to eat yourself though? Like going to eat somebody else is one thing, but the dude who threw the party ate himself.
That's where you draw the line, huh?
I don't know.
Dude,
I
I'd take
don't
a bite. I don't know. I'm a fucked up person. It's all right, but like, it's kind of one of those don't knock it till you try it kind of things. If it was ethically sourced and maybe somebody was like, "Dude, I want you to experience this," then I would be like, "I'm not really about this. Like, I'm not super excited." Or
Funny you
thrilled
should
about
mention it, Chop. I've got some sausage right here.
Age 68 years.
I have other people's blood doesn't bother me at all. Like if I see somebody covered in blood and see their arm cut off, it irks me a little bit, but it doesn't really like make me sick or anything like that. But if I see my own blood, it kind of messes me up. So I wonder if I would have the same effect knowing that I ate myself. Now maybe if somebody fed me myself and I didn't know it was me.
Or you did a white elephant kind of thing, like with a group of people.
You don't know who you're eating. It's just
Yeah.
a whole group.
Yeah, you could get yourself, but you're like, I don't know if this is my recipe.
That's fucked off, dude. That's worse than like now you're playing like mind trauma games. Also,
It's
Hell
getting
yeah.
real, man. It's good.
Okay, would you rather it be that personal or not know? Like, if it was me and I did it and like made sausage out of my shit, then would you want to know that on like a more
Honestly,
personal level,
I
or would
think
you
if I
rather
was-
just be a stranger?
I think if I was gonna eat human sausage, I would want it to be a stranger that I'd never had to talk to ever or to look at. I don't want to put a face to it.
It's almost like sexual, man. You're like, no, I can only do it if I didn't know the person and it's just a one-time thing. Why not? You're like, man, I know exactly what that guy ate. And he drank every day. He's healthy. I'm eating that sausage. That looks delicious.
So this is where you end up when you live life with the don't knock it till you tried it mentality.
Eating human sausage.
Dude,
There's a bonus to knowing who. Like what if you get like a Kobe person that every day they get massaged and they drink
Grass-fed.
grass fed.
They
They
drink
drink
beer all the time.
Yeah,
Feel.
and it's just it's so tender. It
Oh,
just
man.
melts in your mouth.
Such a great human flavor, you know.
I've eaten some fucked off things in my life that I didn't think I would ever eat. Top of the list, the first thing that comes to mind is a guinea pig. And that's kind of a weird fucking thing.
That is a weird thing.
Kind of like a rabbit.
That doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah, and I'm not saying it's like that crazy far out there or anything like that. I think there's definitely some weirder shit that you can eat, but it's definitely one of those things where when somebody was like guinea pig, and I was like, bro.
Yeah, if you're not expecting it, if they just drop that shit on you, then it could be a little.
Yeah. And to be clear, this wasn't
Overwhelming,
like one that somebody got at like PetSmart. Like I was in third world country and shit. But
Like I got cancer already.
Chup's like, give me 3 guinea pigs. They're like, do you have space? And you're like, no, don't worry, I'm gonna kill them as soon as I get home.
Just put them in a bag.
Oh,
So how's the guinea pig, man?
honestly, it was not that out there. Like it was rabbit or whatever. It
Yeah,
was
like
just a normal
squirrel or
fucking
Little bit
rodent
gamey.
meat.
Jesus.
Little dog kind of thing.
Just like spotted owl or
Yeah.
you know,
Bald eagle.
Yeah.
yeah.
Wouldn't.
A robin.
It was a little. Honestly, it wasn't even that gamey though, because where I was at, they fucking they breed them. Like that's what like instead of having like a chicken coop or something, they have a room in their house. It's just a dirt floor, and they just let guinea pigs.
Do
run
they
around.
know chickens exist?
I don't know, man.
Chickens are real
I think they
pigs.
eat condor down there. It's a little
Chickens
different.
are actually, dude. Honestly, guinea pigs are probably cleaner than chickens because chickens are fucking gross.
They eat their own
fucking
shit,
nasty.
man.
Condors will eat them back.
Yeah,
You know, shit. Those are some big, scary fucking
dude, chickens
birds,
are
man.
fucking nasty. I'm not about that life. I mean, that's not true. I'll eat chicken all day long, but like trying to maintain chickens is a fucked up thing.
Not this guy, man. I won't touch that shit.
They like one of them dies because they're fucking chickens and they are barely alive as it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then the rest just like eat his asshole out before you can get him out of there.
Yeah.
Dude, the chickens are fucking gross.
Chickens are fucking nasty. The only thing that I hate worse than chickens is ducks.
Well, why? Because they're assholes.
No, okay, so they're assholes, and then they're always wet. So like everywhere they go, it's mud. And then since it's always mud, they always have liquid shit too. So like you're just walking through a pit of mud and shit, and it's like 1,000 degrees, and hadn't rained in like 100 years.
So how often are you walking where ducks walk, man?
In duck shit.
Yeah.
Well, I used to fairly often because I used to know motherfucker had a lot of animals.
You took care of ducks?
Yeah.
Damn. You had to walk through their hood and they fucked you up?
Yeah, dude, they're assholes and they're fucking messy. They're shitty.
Geese are
Dude,
mean.
geese will fuck you up, man.
Yeah, geese are mean.
Geese are the downest animal on
They'll
the
get
farm.
crunk. Yeah.
Like
dude.
geese get so crunk.
give
They
a
go so,
fuck.
they have 2 speeds and it's like 0 and 100.
Yeah, beautiful,
geese-
majestic bird to I'm fucking ruining your day, motherfucker. Yeah.
Emus will fuck you up.
And
too.
they even put their
Yeah.
wings out, like, come at me. And
Yeah.
they flinch. They do the jump thing. What are you going to do? Do something.
They're
Do
so
something.
And then they'll fucking deliver too, man. They'll
Their
fuck
head's
you
like a
up.
fucking baseball too.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
What's the ultimate goose fighting weapon? Because I think general, like, a shotgun, dude, you might not be able to stop a goose with one shot with a shotgun.
You need a
know?
club, I think, man.
Machete.
If you can be good with a
Dude,
club.
like a katana.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the
Damn.
goose's
Take the head off.
Achilles heel.
Yeah.
They'll keep running though.
Yeah, a machete or a katana. I feel like 2 machetes, 1 katana,
Running around like a goose.
or a
with his head cut
chainsaw.
off.
I mean, fuck.
Did I tell that story
Lawnmower.
about being in the park? Dude, I was in a park one time and I'm walking down the sidewalk and there's all these geese standing on the sidewalk and I'm like, all right, I'm just going to keep walking towards them and they'll get out of the way. And I get a little closer and most of them kind of scurry away, but one of them is like, fuck you, bro. Like, just staring at me.
beefing with you, fucking.
And I was
chest
like,
puff.
all right, just keep walking, pretend like you don't see him and he'll fuck off. And I started getting closer and he started doing that, like, stepping at me, you know, like, do something.
Bowen.
And I was like, holy shit, like, this goose is about to attack me. And he's coming at me. Like, he's moving forward. He's the aggressor at this point. He's like, you're not going to alpha me. Get the fuck off my sidewalk. And I did. I walked a wide berth around him through the grass, and he kept the sidewalk. And he was just mean mugging me the whole time. Like, yeah, motherfucker, this is my sidewalk.
Damn. You stepped down.
I got punked by a goose.
Damn.
Straight up.
And we haven't even touched the fact that like goose, chicken, whatever, duck, they're all fucking surveillance drones. Every single one of them.
Gourmet.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but those drunk Japanese motherfuckers that are controlling the goose surveillance drones, they go hard as fuck.
Yeah.
Damn.
Have y'all eaten goose?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
Sure
always
have.
heard of like Christmas goose, like you're supposed to have a Christmas goose or some shit, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever actually indulged in that.
I honestly don't remember, but I definitely have.
Don't they have them at like grocery stores?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can always go get one.
And
I
I'm
know.
all for it, because goose are fucking dicks. Like,
We need to
kill
smoke
them and eat them.
We need
Yeah.
to smoke a goose soon.
Which
Yeah.
one do you like?
Damn. Doo-doom.
Probably not the butthole, because that's what chickens do. That's fucking sick.
Yeah. Chickens are fucked up.
Yeah, dude.
Beer can chicken is good though.
Yeah, but if you're gonna cook a goose, you have to have those big Foster's cans of beers.
Yeah,
Hell
coffee.
yeah.
Dude, you need a moonshine one,
You
dude.
could do that with goose,
Moonshine Goose sounds
or
fucking
like
terrible, I'm not gonna
the
lie.
little tiny Heineken keg.
Yeah.
You know,
Uh-huh.
you just slap a goose on top of that.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Hell
I
yeah.
bet he wouldn't like that too much.
Yeah, you gotta get him drunk first.
I know what I'm doing.
Well,
this
that's what the keg is for.
Yeah. They say it gets to you quicker if you go that way, right?
Yeah.
Man, poor goose. Get them all drunk and cook them.
I've heard people die from that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think if you do too much, it's like
Sticking
an
booze up
overdose.
your ass because it
Yeah.
doesn't hit your liver first, so you don't filter it.
Yeah,
you
you-
fucking die.
That's next episode, man.
we're gonna keister moonshine
Yeah.
God.
for sure.
Do some Mayan shit.
It's not gay
Right.
as long as you don't get a boner.
I'm a little bit what's the right word? I'm a little naive, so forgive me on this. But so when you think of people like getting fucked up, like the people who are getting the most fucked up and are the most fucking into it or whatever, usually like shooting up, right?
Yeah,
Like,
like
that would be the
heroin
most
or-
fuck. Like that would be the most hardcore thing that you could possibly do.
Tide Pods, bro.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point.
I don't know how many of those people you meet though at the bar. You're like, yeah, dude, let's go hard and shoot up. And he's like, fuck yeah, let's go.
Well, no, that was what I was gonna ask. Is it, like, do people shoot up alcohol? Is that something that exists?
I don't think so. I've not heard of it.
I think you can smoke it. I think.
Weird.
Yeah. I feel like you pour it over dry ice or something.
Well, you can definitely.
Maybe we shouldn't talk about. Try that, kid. No, that's a terrible idea.
you can definitely drink.
You will die.
Yeah.
Don't fucking do
They
that.
definitely have weed infused drinks,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
close to the same thing, just the other way around.
Who am I kidding? Fucking do it.
But I haven't heard of
Pussy.
weed that'll get you drunk. But that is an interesting thing, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I that was honest, just curiosity. Like I just kind of.
I think you have to drink it or keister it. Those are your two choices.
Well, fuck it. Let's drink it
All right. Shots. Let's go.
again.
I need one more to get a real good.
Good judge of it. Good.
So
2 out of 3.
Yeah, best 2 out of 3. for
Yeah.
sure.
I got a question for you. I don't remember really on where the line is, but do you think that's flammable?
Do I think it? Yeah, I think it is.
Like obviously, I think you can set rubbing alcohol on fire. I don't remember where the line is. Like, can you set normal whiskey on fire?
I've heard. Yeah, basically.
But I know like Bacardi 151, Everclear, rubbing
Wild
alcohol.
Turkey.
all that
Wild
shit.
Turkey 101 will definitely light on fire.
Yeah.
Alright.
But I think most liquors will light on fire. I think the probably the length that they burn, the amount of time that they burn for, maybe the color they burn, the temperature.
We might have to
probably
do a little
vary by
science
proof.
experiment.
Physics.
Yeah,
and
we
shit.
should definitely light it on fire and see what the fuck happens. That's always a solid solution.
Good point. Good point.
In the meantime, shots. Let's go.
Shots, let's go. Whew.
I guess the next part of the important question is: do you think you could light your breath on fire?
Yeah.
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 Dude, I'm really impressed though with how smooth it's going down.
It's pretty smooth. The first one to me, it tasted like whiskey. The last two definitely tasted like tequila.
Fucking
I'm-
Mexican whiskey, man.
I am really intrigued though. I want to see if it lights on fire. We'll do it after the show.
I'm also
Right.
curious to see about the drunkenness.
Yeah.
Oh, there's more to be had.
Technically, we don't know proof since there's no label, no real aging process, so to speak.
Do we want to do our critique right now or?
Yeah, I might as well get it out of the way real quick.
All right, sweetness,
A little more than I expected,
but not sweet.
but not sweet.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be straight rubbing alcohol. It's not. Crunch? No.
Yeah, I think there's a total lack of crunch there. It's very smooth.
Mm-hmm.
Bite?
Bites hard.
I wasn't overwhelmed by the bite, but there's definitely a bite. There's a at the end.
Oh yeah, bites hard for me.
Oh, and I think we should try to explain when we're talking about crunch. I've had several people ask me like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And I feel like people that are drinking a lot, real alcoholics know what crunch is.
Yeah.
People that drink shitty alcohol.
Maybe some ancient age.
If tequila is the best way to describe it, because everyone or most people have had shitty tequila and good tequila, and really good tequila is real smooth like butter. This stuff is actually real smooth like butter.
Mm-hmm.
The opposite of that is crunch. Like it's
Well, to me,
it's different than bite.
To me, it's a grainy. It's almost a different texture in your mouth, like almost grainy. Here's what's weird though: is actually the most expensive bottle of whiskey that I ever purchased. Real nice bottle, came in a nice wooden container and whatnot. It was probably one of the most crunchy whiskeys that I've ever experienced. So it's a thing. I think there's certain brands too. I think Jim Beam leans towards kind of that grainy, crunchy texture.
Yeah, for sure.
I think certain brands, I think certain people like the crunch. They might enjoy it more than others. I don't personally enjoy it. I like something a little more sweet and smooth, with a medium bite at the end.
Maybe it says like you
Really?
get older.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Maybe it says like you get older thing, you know, like your taste buds wear out and the crunch is more appreciated.
Well, and what I was going to say is kind of all of these criteria are a little bit subjective to personal opinion. Like some people like a little bit more bite. You guys have talked about how you like the bite on the front or the back end. Sweetness is kind of up to personal preference. Like,
Right. It all
a lot
really
of these things
is.
are to taste or to your own palate.
So I want to, on a scale of 1 to 5, I want to put the sweetness at like maybe like a 3, and I was expecting a 1. But yeah, it's got a little bit of sweet crunch. It's not. Like there's no crunch. This stuff's
Yeah.
smooth.
It's like butter.
Bite. It does have a little bit of bite, but not bad.
See, I put
In a
bite
bad
pretty
way.
high on the back end. I put a 4 on the back end bite.
Yeah, I was gonna say 3. It's right in the middle for me, but I don't know. It might be strong. Bottle. I mean, it's a mason jar. Like I don't know how else to describe it, guys. It's a fucking mason jar.
Which is nostalgic at least.
Yeah.
Retro never goes out of style.
And
like,
it's a classic. You know.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like the heritage behind it. It's cool. Full marks on the bottle. Drunkenness, yeah, we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to report on that one next time.
So, moving on, I just saw something in my news feed that Kraft is going to make something called, hold on, what is it called? Salad frosting? Is that right?
That sounds like something out of a porn slang.
I got some
term.
frosting for you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Salad frosting, huh?
Yeah.
I'd frost her salad, if you know what I mean.
The idea is that I guess they're going to try to use it to trick kids into eating things that they don't want to eat, like peas.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, no.
What I'm wondering is what kind of topping can you put on peas to make them enjoyable? Because
Butter.
I fucking hate peas.
It's
Frosted
ranch,
butter.
right? Salad frosting is ranch.
Yeah, might as well be.
Yeah.
Blue cheese, Caesar.
Ooh. All right, when you're eating hot wings,
But that's just renaming something different. Is it
That's
going to
just
be
salad dressing.
Yeah.
when you're eating hot wings, salad dressing or ranch, or I'm sorry, ranch or
Blue cheese?
Blue cheese, yeah.
I can do either. It really depends
Dude.
on the flavor for me.
Why not both?
Blue cheese is fucking bomb. I feel like everybody that's doing ranch. I'm not saying I hate ranch. Ranch is good. It's American sauce, right? That's what they call it. But blue cheese is so good with spicy wings.
Hear me out on this. I'm with you, and I swing both ways, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, we've seen it.
Ranch and blue cheese are used differently for different flavors because blue cheese
Agreed.
in and of itself is a little bit of an overwhelming flavor.
It's a pairing
So if
thing.
you have a wing that has a little bit more of a mild flavor to it, then I'm going to prefer the ranch just so I can get like good taste of both.
Yep.
Spicy and the blue cheese.
It's a
though,
pairing
like-
thing, and I think you could say that for even more seasonings than that, or sauces than that. I think there's other sauces that go well with wings as well.
Yeah.
So it's all about pairing it with the seasonings that the wings were tossed in my opinion. I know that if I eat too many wings, I will totally shit my pants.
Yeah, I feel like the blue cheese will help offset that a little bit, whereas ranch won't. Ranch just masks it.
Just lubricates it and lets
Yeah.
it go. Yeah.
Jalapeno ranch is a dangerous game.
Ooh.
Ooh, that stuff's good.
That's good
though.
shit, though.
Yeah, man. Drink it.
Who has that jalapeno ranch dip?
Chewies.
Chewy's. Damn, that's some good shit, dude.
Yeah, that's good shit.
Some
You
chips
just
and
use chip
jalapeno
and
ranch dip.
jalapeno ranch.
God damn.
So, you ever go to a wing place? Around here we have Pluckers, and it's the fucking bomb.
Yeah, it is.
But you ever go to it doesn't matter, Buffalo Wild Wings or wherever you go and eat your wings. You ever go to a wing place, eat a bunch of like crazy hot spicy wings, and then on your way home you got to take a shit?
Oh yeah.
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 Every time after I eat.
So, I guess there's this kid that he's doing 100 miles an hour, right? Cop pulls him over and is like, "Hey, bro, you're going 100 miles an hour." And he said, "I ate a bunch of hot, spicy chicken wings, and I have to take a shit. That was his excuse he used, and you know what? I think it's valid.
Oh, it's totally valid. I've contemplated using that excuse before. I've also legitimately had a need to use that excuse because I was driving too fast to try and get to a bathroom
Before you shit yourself.
before I shit myself. Exactly.
Yeah, poor kid, man. That's a bummer. Like, I feel like a good cop is gonna be like, "What wing place?" And he's like, "Pluckers," and you're like, "Go, kid, go, get out of here." If he's like, "Duh, duh, duh," and you're like, "Ah, I caught you, bitch."
Yeah.
But if he's being real about it, if he's still got the red sauce on his mustache, yeah.
What place
dude.
you eat at? And he's like, Pluckers. And he's like, what'd you get? He's like, I got the...
Super spicy, whatever.
The only thing that can go
blue cheese.
the only thing that can go terribly wrong here is every time I eat a bunch of really hot ass wings, I also drink a lot of big ass beers.
Fact.
Fire in the hole.
Whew, you'll put
So
down
that's
some
what I was going to say.
big-ass
Whatever,
beers.
like, Buffalo Wild Wings' hottest wings are, if it's a badass cop, he's going to be like, what'd you eat? And the guy's going to be like, Pluckers. And he's going to be like, which wings did you get? And he's going to say, like, the super spicy wings from Buffalo Wild Wings. And the cop's going to be like, bullshit.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
fucked up, kid.
You're under arrest for lying about the wings.
But if it's just the wings, let them off. And you know,
Yeah, get that kid to a bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Give him an escort.
I
Give
know
this man
one-
some toilet paper. He's got a wipe.
They recently came out with cell phone cases that look like pistols. And
Oh, that's smart.
If you're racing home to take a shit and you have a pistol phone case, which is, like Blake said, super smart to begin with, you probably shouldn't reach for your phone while you're pulled over.
Yeah, so the kid like, oh,
Hold
it
on, I
just
need to
takes-
pull up my insurance.
Yeah. Here, officer. Check this out.
It's a good way to get shot.
Damn. I didn't know it was a cell phone.
Wow, yeah, that's fucking dumb.
Yeah.
How dumb do people have to be?
Yeah.
Dude, it's the same people that eat the Tide Pods, I swear to God.
Yeah, my wallet's shaped like a...
Or the people
Firearm.
that like pull a BB gun, like a fake BB gun out to like scare other drivers or something. That's fucking stupid, bro. You're gonna get shot.
Yep.
Yeah. By a real gun.
Yeah.
I don't
What
know
are you gonna
it
do
was-
if they call you on it? You got a BB gun.
Yeah.
I don't know. When I lived in Dallas, I had a guy pull a gun on me in traffic one time, and I don't know. It may have been a BB gun, it may have been a real gun. I don't know. But I did tell him to go fuck himself. I gave him the finger through the window, and he just, whatever. He drove off.
I had a guy do that to me one time, too.
What are you gonna do? Shoot me in traffic? You fucking clown.
Fuck you, dude. I'm getting in front of you still, bitch.
Yeah.
Fuck you. I hate
And
that
what was
shit.
stupid about it was I was going like 45, 50, and he pulled out in front of me, and I had to like lock up the brakes, and obviously I laid on my horn for a good 30, 45 minutes, and he just was like pulled up next to me and tapped a gun on the window, and it was like, dude, you're a fucking goon.
Dude,
You're not gonna do shit.
check this out. So, I went to school in Central Texas, and one day we were leaving class around noon, and I was with a buddy, and he had a Bronco at the time, and we were going to go shoot his AK after school. So we're on our way leaving from school.
With an AK.
Yeah.
With an AK.
Yeah.
It was the 90s. Times were different, bro.
Yeah, man, for real. This guy,
Texas.
he was fucking with us, right? And he got up next to us eventually on 35, and he held up some brass knuckles outside of his driver's window, to be like, I'll fucking kill you with these brass knuckles. And I was like, dude, please let me do it, because I was riding. He was like, all right. And I reached back, and it didn't have the magazine in it. I fucking racked that AK, man, and that guy fucking slowed right down. It was so badass.
You're that asshole.
Yeah.
Turns out you shouldn't bring brass knuckles to a gunfight.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
true.
I bet that guy tells that story. And
This is Texas. Like, you just don't flash any kind of weapon because someone around you has a gun.
Yep. They'll
You know?
fuck you up.
And probably a bigger gun.
Probably so.
I was joking around with a buddy the other day, and he was talking about there was a guy, a metal singer or something. He got busted, and he had I forgot what they called it, but they basically were saying that he was stockpiling firearms or something like
An
that.
arsenal.
Yeah, dude had like 9 guns, right? It wasn't even.
I got that many in my truck.
Yeah, he had like 9 guns, and I think he had like 1,000 rounds of ammo.
Heavy metal guy? Was it Sammy Hagar?
No. It was the dude from Cannibal Corpse. You know the one.
Good Christian band.
Yeah.
Oh,
Family
man, they have
music.
great recipes for human fat sausage.
So anyway, we were joking about it, and I was like, dude, if I don't know, if I counted up the guns that are collectively in my household, like, around families and stuff like that, like, I could easily account for that many guns. But then we were joking about it, and he was like, well, why do you need that many guns? And he was like, Well, because there's a lot of different ammo sizes. Like, you gotta have a gun for every different kind of bullet, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense to me.
You gotta shoot 9 mil, like a 38. You gotta be able to shoot like a 380, 12 gauge, 20 gauge, and 22. Like, you know, there's a lot of different types of bullets out there, man.
I like that logic. That makes sense.
The more important question is, why wouldn't you have so many guns?
Damn straight.
Plus a gun. I mean, we're gonna get into guns. We're not gonna get into that. But
Guns
yeah.
for pussies.
But yeah, if you're in Texas,
Rule
someone
number-
around you has a gun. I promise.
Rule
Oh, yeah.
number one.
Yep.
Rule number one.
But definitely don't. That's why you don't flash your cell phone case at somebody.
I'm gonna get
That's
you on
fucking
camera.
stupid.
Well, dude, and eventually, you know what's gonna happen. Eventually, somebody's gonna get buck wild, and like somebody's gonna pop shots off over something fucking stupid. Somebody's gonna sneeze, and somebody's gonna be like, "Oh God!" and just pa pa pa. Oh no,
Well, some people have hardcore sneezes though.
dude, that's that's. I think I'm one of those people.
I do,
Are you,
for
are you
sure.
a gunshot sneeze?
Yeah,
What are you, like a 20 gauge?
yeah. So yeah, there's some people that like they try and cover it up, and they do the.
It just sounds horrible. It,
Yeah.
Like hurts my nose.
It sounds like you shit your pants.
It sounds like you're about to shoot your brains out your ears. It sounds fucking awful.
There's people that they build it up and then nothing. And there's like there's no snot, no spit, no nothing. I'm like, what are you doing? You're not even doing anything productive.
Why
You're
do you
wasting
hold
your
that
time.
back? That's like,
Yeah, that sounds like I explode. Like when I sneeze, I give the whole fucking just shove that shit out there.
yeah, it's so
I'm the
awesome.
same way, and it's totally a natural thing. Like it's not a thought about planned thing. It's not trying to be dramatic. It's just that's how the fuck I sneeze. I don't know. It's how I've always sneezed.
So,
I sorry, go ahead.
no, like you put a little yell into it almost when you sneeze.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like I embrace it. Like I sneeze like loud and I kind of just blow that shit out. But so like since I know that I do that, I kind of just you feel the pressure and like you know that time where you want to sneeze but you can't. So to make up for it, the times that I do get a sneeze, I take advantage of it and just fucking explode. Just fucking.
See,
throw
I
it
get
out
aggressive at the sneeze. Like I'm not trying to be like alpha people around me. I'm just trying to like the sneeze is like fuck you. I'm a sneeze,
Yeah.
you know. And you're like, no, fuck you, sneeze, and then you sneeze the fuck out of it.
there. Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah. Dude, so that reminds me, I knew somebody one time that told me that their grandpa, so like, you know, I envision this old man, like, you know, 70, 80, 90 something. She was telling me that every time he sneezed, he would scream asshole at the top of his lungs. And it was hilarious because
his style.
when you were up close, it sounded like he was saying like achoo kind of thing. But if you were far away, it just sounded like somebody screaming asshole.
That's nice.
Yeah, that was a nice touch.
I have to jot that one down.
Sneezing Tourette's. You just
So what about like
sneeze
puking though?
obscenities.
Do you
Yeah,
guys?
I scream fuck sometimes when I sneeze.
I usually say fuck after I sneeze. I sneeze and I'm like, oh fuck.
Oh no! Sometimes if I can get my wits about me, if I'm coming down with that, fuck, and I'll just sneeze it and scream at the same time. Feels good, man.
You want to be a dominant sneezer, not a beta sneezer.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Alpha sneeze.
Alpha
yeah.
sneeze.
Alpha sneezes.
Gotta work on it.
Better out than in, man. It's like farts.
Better alpha than in. Dude. So how do you get that rip roaring sneeze going? Like, you ever vomit that way? Whenever I throw up, it's. I know some people like they open their mouths like cats and just kind of let the shit pour out.
Some people throw up through their nose. Have you ever seen that?
Oh, I've had that happen.
I've done it.
When you go hard, dog.
That's just a natural reaction because throw up is one of those things, not like a sneeze. There's going to be casualties once it exudes from your body. So you that's
can
one
try
of
and
those
hold
things
it back,
you try to
but-
hold it back, but that shit will come out of your nose, your ears, and your eyeballs if you hold
yeah.
it back too far.
And
The
your
worst
butthole, too.
experience
And
I've
your
ever
butthole.
had throwing up, I was stone cold sober, and we had some absinthe. And there's like a whole ceremony around
Drop the sugar
drinking.
cube and put
Yeah, and they've
just
got
the
this
right
little leaf
measurement
thing that they put on
amount.
top, and they pour it over the sugar. It's cool.
Yeah,
And I was like, yeah, this is gonna be fun. And
We
I took
had no idea what the fuck we were doing. First, we'll start there. So it was like a shot of sugar with some kerosene on it.
and I'm excited. I think this is about to be a fun like experience. And I take that shot of absinthe, and immediately my body's like, no. Bro. Oh, and I think you're supposed to dilute it with water too, aren't you?
Maybe that's what we skipped.
Isn't absinthe kind of like licorice whiskey?
Yeah, and it's supposed to have hallucinogenic qualities as well.
Wormwood.
Oh,
And
yeah.
this was some legit wormwood shit too.
Yeah, it came from the Czech Republic.
So anyway, I took the shot and immediately was like, oh no, it's coming back. But I'm trying to like hold it down. Like, I'm not going to throw up right now. And I sprayed it through my nose, absinthe through my nose.
Oh.
And KO, dude. I was like Cowboy Cerrone. Like, both my eyes swelled up. And the doctor was like, he's out.
I called that shit last week too.
Dude, I was fucking done. And I didn't drink anymore. I wasn't drunk. I was just miserable. My head hurts. I can't breathe. And I was like, fuck you guys. I'm going to bed.
Yeah, throwing up out of your nose, that'll ruin your night for sure. But back to your topic though, I'm definitely a loud puker. I call dinosaurs, and I'm pretty sure I've resurrected some.
Yeah, dude, for real. I've made people cry before. They're like, "Is he dying in there?"
Dude, so one of the more impressive things I've seen, when I went to college with this guy, and we were at a party, and it was like a motel party or something, and they made Everclear Punch for this hotel party, and the guy was like, "Oh, I can take a shot of Everclear," and I was like, "Dude, you can't. Like, I know better than this." And at that point, like, I'd never even taken a shot of Everclear, and I was like, "You can't. Like, I've taken shots of 151 that fuck people up. Like,
You can, but it's not advice.
It's not advice.
So he was like, "Fuck that! I can do it." And I was like, I'm not gonna stop you. Do what you're gonna do. Like, I don't, whatever. So he downs a shot of Everclear, and to my amazement, it didn't immediately come back up. So he was like, "This is fucking terrible. I don't know why I did that." And I was like, "Yeah, dude. Like, I tried to tell you. This is
that's grain alcohol.
yeah." So
Here, chase it with some Everclear Punch.
there's one bathroom in this hotel. This motherfucker waited in line for 20 minutes, got to the bathroom, and as soon as that person came out, he walked inside, made sure the toilet was flush, and then he like put the seat down, closed the door, and threw up. It was fucking impressive.
Yeah, that's good alcoholic right there.
Yeah.
That much control, yeah.
I've got that skill sometimes. I've witnessed somebody not have that skill, and it was a party early in the night, and one of the first couple of shots that happened of the night, and he took a shot, and you see his face turn, and you know he's gonna let loose, and he tries to cover his mouth with his hand and runs for the door. Gets about 4 steps, and it comes out, and it was so projectile that it hit his hand, bounced off his hand, went straight up, and stuck to the fucking ceiling in the house.
Good God.
It was only an 8-foot ceiling. Totally just stuck to the fucking ceiling in the house. And you know, some bystanders definitely got some overspray for sure as well.
man.
Some few people.
Throwing up on the ceiling is that's you can't teach that.
That's talent.
No, and you can't make that shit up. Like it,
I
that's
would
not
never
a
have thought of
story
that.
that you can just make up. That's definitely a witness, tried and true story, and it's very, very impressive. And I don't know what the fuck he was eating and why the hell it would stick, but it stuck. Fucking quite impressive.
Huh.
I imagine waking up in the morning and looking at it and being like, "Who threw up on the ceiling?" And they're like, "You." And you're like, "Huh. How the fuck did that happen?"
I was with this guy drinking Mexican whiskey one time. And we ate some Mexican food before it.
Oh, good.
And
That's
we
a
were
good combination.
We were going back home, and he had thrown up outside the car, and like fajitas and Mexican whiskey went
All
like
down the side of
in
the
the
car?
door, like between the window. We had to take the door apart. Oh, it
no.
was-
Every time you roll your window up, it smells like puke.
oh, yeah, that was rough, man.
I got in trouble in high school one time because I went to a party and one of my best friends got super drunk, and I was trying to be the like good responsible kid, and I
Only got half drunk.
only got half drunk. Put him in my truck and I drove him home and I dropped him off in his front yard like a friend would do, you know.
Responsible.
And then I drove home and went to bed. And the next morning, like, Dad comes in and he's like, "So, were you drinking last night?" I was like, "No." And he's like, "Why are there all those beer cans in the back of your truck?" Okay, I'm not gonna throw beer cans in the back of my own fucking truck. But we're at a party that's like out in the, you know, it's
Right.
out in the woods.
Truck bed is a
And, dude, I
common
guess-
receptacle.
Yeah, everybody that walked by just threw their beer. So there was strike one, right? And I tried to explain that, like, "Look, those aren't mine. Like, come on, I'm not that dumb. Why would I?" And he's like, "All right, why is there puke all the way down the passenger side of your truck?" And then it's like, "Well, that's not mine either. Clearly, it's on the passenger side." But yeah, still got in trouble.
Dang, man. Yeah, you can't deny the puke, man. That's like getting sprayed by a skunk, man.
We were sitting still.
Undeniable.
He puked that way, projectile-ish.
Why was he
Can't
puking?
bullshit a bullshitter, man.
No,
Yeah, man. That's
Yeah.
some rough territory.
he called me on that shit every time. He fucking knew. Have I told the story about being hungover and Dad busted me?
Not in this form.
Dude, I got shithouse, drove home like an asshole. This was in high school. Drove home, sneak inside, like crawl into bed, and I'm like, all right, I made it. And I vaguely remember Dad coming in, and he sits on like the corner of my bed, and he talks to me, and I can remember trying to play it off, and he's like, we'll talk in the morning, and he leaves. I was like, all right, cool, I got it.
I got away with it.
So the next morning, the sun is not even up yet, and Dad comes in, rips the sheets off of me. Come on, let's go. We're getting up. We're going to breakfast. And I'm like, what the fuck? And he's not being mad. He's not like drilling me or anything. But he's like, come on, we're going to go eat breakfast. All right, fine. And I'm still like, I'm a high school kid. Fuck you, Dad.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, he clearly knows, but he hadn't said it yet. I'm going to try and play it off and see how far I can take it, So I get up, hangover, full-blown hangover, fucking heads pounding, stomach's kind of doing that shit.
Ugh.
And I go and I get in the car and we go this Mexican food place called Flores out by the lake. And we walk in, and as soon as we walk in, Dad beelines it for this table right by the window. Like, he knows exactly where he's going. So we're walking over to the table, and I get ready to slide into this booth, and Dad jumps in front of me and slides in on that side. I'm like, all right, fuck. And I slide into the other side, and the sun is coming through the window and just beating down on me through the window. So it's fucking hot.
It's sweaty.
And I'm like, all right, I can handle this, and I'm trying to hold it together. You're sweating the liquor out of your fucking forehead,
Yeah.
and you can smell it.
Whiskey socks, yeah, man.
And the waitress comes over, and she's like, what would y'all like for breakfast? And in my head, I'm like, dude, I'm going to get a fat stack of pancakes, soak up all this liquor,
Mm-hmm.
Dad goes, yeah, I'll take pancake or 2 breakfast tacos, this, and that. I'll take a Bloody Mary. And then he's like, and he will have 2 eggs sunny side up. That's it. That's all I got. And now I'm like, okay, he knows. Like, he's not said it, but he might as well have. She fucking shows up with these 2 eggs on this plate, and like it almost. I like eggs, but these are runny ass eggs on a plate. Like, no bread.
You got no toast.
Nothing. Just 2 eggs, runny ass eggs on a plate. And like, he's eating his breakfast tacos, and I like poke one of the eggs, and it fucking like just gushes that egg yolk out. And I'm like, oh my God, I gotta eat this shit. I tried take a bite or 2 and was just like, nah. And Dad's like, what's the matter? You're not hungry? And I'm just like, no, I'm not hungry. At this point, I'm like, no, I'm defeated, But
The gig's up, huh?
So I'm like, no, I'm not hungry. And he's like, oh, your stomach hurt? And I was like, yeah, just not feeling it. And he's like, well, I hope you're not too bad off, because when we get back, we gotta weed eat the whole yard.
Yard work.
And dude, what the next thing I remember is I've got the weed eater on, and he had this big badass weed eater, because we lived on like the side of this cliff, so it was like in steps. You couldn't mow it. You had to weed eat the whole fucking thing. Dad's sitting on the back porch, like up high, overlooking me or whatever, and I'm down below him in the yard, trying to work this weed eater, and I just would stop, throw up, and the sun's beating down, and Dad's sipping a beer, and I'd start weed eating again, and then stop, throw up again. And finally I finish, and I go back up to the porch, and Dad's like, that was fucking stupid. And I was like, yeah, I know. And he's like, don't drive, just call me or something. Like, this won't happen again if you just call me. Don't fucking drive. And I was like, I'm sorry.
Wow, man.
Parents always know, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Can't bullshit a bullshitter.
Yeah. I've got some similar stories that start with Everclear and end with yard work.
Dude, yard work, that's no shit, dude. If you're hungover, that'll get it out of you.
Dude, me and Ricky came home shit wasted at like 6 a.m. at on the river. We were staying at the river house there, and it's on 5 acres, and I thought we got away with it. We didn't get away with it.
You always think you get away.
Yeah,
you think
no.
you're slick.
I
when
woke
you're
up
drunk.
and I was like, I woke up on my own. We got away with it.
Well.
And then no, we totally didn't. And he's like, now it's time for yard work. And dude, we cleared 5 acres of brush that day. And it was on July 4th. Everybody else was out floating the river and partying. And we're just dragging fucking tree limbs across 5 acres for the whole fucking day. After we cleaned out all the puke in the truck, because there was a lot of that too.
Oh, yeah, you got to clean the puke out of the glove box.
Yeah.
One of my fondest memories of my grandmother was there at the time, and
Oh, shame.
oh, she gave us the worst. I think when we finally stumbled into the house, like, she kissed me on the forehead and was like, good luck, and went to bed and left me in the living room with the parents. I'm pretty sure I was down to nothing but my underwear at that time. And the next day we took a break for lunch. They at least fed us, And we're sitting on the porch with my grandma.
Why don't you die?
Eating a sandwich, and she was like, "So where are those girls from?" Because we had met some girls and ended up at their cabin and drank Everclear out of 20 ounces Arca bottles because
that's what you do.
That's what you do when you're 15 years old.
Yeah.
And we're like, "Oh, we think they're from Kerrville. They're just down here on vacation, staying at this house, this little cabin over on the river, whatever." And she's like, "You gotta stay away from those Kerrville girls. They're loose." And I was like, "Wow, Grandma, that's hardcore."
Dude, the shame, man. I'm disappointed. That's where I'm trying to get to, right?
Yeah.
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 Or I still love you, right? And you're just like, fuck.
Yeah.
Come
Ouch,
on,
my
man.
balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't you just call me an asshole? Like,
I'm an asshole. Like, I'm saying I'm an asshole. Shit.
Yeah, I blacked out one time.
I guess what it all comes down to is you've got to follow rule number 1, right?
Yeah, that's a fact. And then when it comes to trying to trick your parents, you can try and abide by rule number 2, but they know.
oh yeah, they know.
But in the meantime, you got to shut the fuck up. So be sure to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You'll see a little extra content there. Maybe get a couple pictures in. If you want to listen, we have new episodes every Monday, and we're on Spotify, iTunes, Podbean, and Google Play. So be sure to check us out, and we'll be back next week.
Guys, holy shit. This stuff is flammable. This is like kerosene or something. It lit right up and just it burns. You should check out the Instagram picture. I'll post something to show you how flammable this shit really is. I'm amazed. Yet again.
Kentucky lighter fluid.
Yeah. Man. Start your gasoline.
Dude,
lawnmower
this
up.
shit's jet fuel, man. So, I'd imagine we're gonna feel some drunkenness here in just a little bit.
Hell yeah. Be looking for a post.